Welcome back to Primetime News, and a special welcome to those of you watching online at onespotmedia.com. Up first this evening, 2 months after being found guilty of fraud-related charges, former Deputy Superintendent of Roads and Works at the Manchester Municipal Corporation, SANJAE ELLIOTT, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. He's among the 5 persons convicted of the matter and they were all sentenced today. They were convicted on May 15 after a 7-month trial, but it took Manchester Parish Judge Anne-Marie Granger a little over 2 months to decide their sentencing. The 5, former Deputy Superintendent of Roads and Works for Manchester, SANJAE ELLIOTT, his wife SANJAE ELLIOTT, former Temporary Works Overseer KENDALE Roberts, former Secretary Manager David Harris, and DWAYNE SIBBLES, a construction worker with the Municipal Corporation, were found guilty of fraud-related charges in relation to a scheme which fleeced the Manchester Municipal Corporation of $400 million between 2013 and 2016. Before the sentencing was handed down, SANJAE ELLIOTT's attorney, Norman Godfrey, urged the court to consider a fine instead of incarceration, as he says, among other things, his client was a first-time offender with no previous convictions. He is from a model family, and that the conviction has already done irreparable damage to his character. He also suggested fines for SANJAE ELLIOTT's wife, SANJAE ELLIOTT, insisting that a custodial sentence would be devastating for her 2 children. However, describing Mr. ELLIOTT as the mastermind behind the scheme and considering the lavish lifestyle he lived, Judge Granger said a lesser sentence would send the wrong signal. SANJAE ELLIOTT was given the maximum 5 years at hard labor, even as the judge suggested that he should have been given a longer incarceration. SANJAE ELLIOTT was charged $1.5 million on each of 2 counts of retention of criminal property, or 6 months in prison, to run concurrently. For his involvement, David Harris was sentenced to 16 months hard labor on 2 charges of acts of corruption. Both are to run concurrently. DWAYNE SIBBLES and KENDALE Roberts were sentenced to 18 and 12 months respectively.